Video I'm going to be comparing the Mighty Ducks franchise to the Stuart Little franchise. So two of the Stuart Little movies are fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. One of them is not. None of the Mighty Ducks movies are fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Highest score for Stuart Little is an 81% for the second movie. Highest score for Mighty Ducks is only 23% for the first movie. Lowest score for Stuart Little is 27% for the third movie. When you look at Mighty Ducks, the third movie only has a 20%. Then we look at average scores. Stuart Little has an average of 58. Mighty Ducks only has an average of 21. Then we look at gap between the lowest and highest score. You got gap of 54 in the case of Stuart Little and gap of only 3% in the case of Mighty Ducks. So Mighty Ducks wins this round, but Stuart Little already won the first 3 rounds, so it's going to win no matter what. And what's interesting to me is even though none of the Mighty Ducks movies are fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, they have pretty low scores, it feels to me like at least the first Mighty Ducks is now considered to be a classic sports movie. It feels like people really look back on that movie pretty fondly, to be honest. They actually really enjoy it, even though critics clearly don't enjoy these movies very much. When it comes to Stuart Little, I may have seen at least one of these movies before. It's certainly possible, but I can't say with 100% certainty. I remember the premise here is you have a family that really wants to have another kid. You have a little boy that wants a brother, so the family ends up adopting a mouse out of this orphanage where there's actual kids there. Admittedly, that's certainly weird. What? This family goes to an orphanage where there's actual children there waiting to be adopted, and they're like, hey, can we have that mouse instead? pretty pretty hilarious, to be honest. I remember with Mighty Ducks, the premise here is you have this lawyer who's really aggressive, and then he does something bad. It's the way he's punished actually is just with community service, so he becomes the coach of this team and then leads the team to victory. Pretty sure it's what the premise of these movies is. I'm going to personally say I'd prefer Mighty Ducks just because, as I was saying a little bit ago, I feel like at least one of these movies is now looked upon much more favorably. Feels like Mighty Ducks is a bit more interesting than Stuart Little, where I go, oh, we have talking animal. Okay, yeah, I've seen that before. Maybe not a talking mouse specifically, but certainly I've seen other movies that are about talking animal. So, personally, I would choose Mighty Ducks, but Stuart Little is going to win this debate. And that'll be it for this video.